told, I am from Hyderabad, Pakistan. So today we am having an interview with Mark. So first of all, Assalamualaikum Mark, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing well. It's a little hectic this morning, but I'm doing well.
Oh, I'm also doing great. So first of all, can you please introduce yourself to our viewers so they can know about you? Okay, so my question is that can you please introduce yourself to our viewers so they can know about you?
Okay, I'm ready. Yeah, we seem to be having technical issues. It may be a bad connection via the internet.
Question with you is that what
I can hear you now. Yes.
yeah, so my question with you is what does it mean to be a clear voice in a noisy world?
What it means is to be a clear voice is that you are cutting through the chafe. That there's a lot of other things that are happening. It's like this area in which there's a bunch of weeds and there's a bunch of overgrowth. And what you're doing is that you're using your own efforts to cut through those weeds and make a clearing that others can come in and gather and talk about issues without all the distractions about them or with the distractions about them minimized. So you're part of that. You're that clear voice that clears away the noise and allows people to communicate what is happening. And it looks like we're still having a audio connection issue. So
So grounded and climb in today's fast environment.
oh, in this fast-paced environment, I stay grounded by understanding and having a deep sense of learning about things. I read good fiction and I also read news stories and go in depth. So what I do is that even though things are changing faster, people themselves do not change that much and that fast. So if you can understand the underlying motivations of people, and if you can understand the underlying news stories and why particular things are happening in the long-term trends, then it allows you to cut through an awful lot of the noise. That a lot of the things that are happening are not necessarily the underlying issue, but more or less just a symptom of an issue. And keeping in mind that way helps you. You can think things through more clearly. And and keep up with the world, because you don't have to absorb as much information as fast, because a lot of the information is derivations of underlying issues that you already understand, that you've learned through your education. Okay, it looks like we're having issues again. And I'm sorry. I don't mean to do this to you guys. Okay, we're back.
Yeah. So my question is, can you share a moment where clarity made a powerful difference?
I can't hear the audio. Maybe you can type it in.
Yeah. So can you hear it now?
I can hear better now. Yes.
So my question is, can you share a moment where clarity made a powerful difference?
I'm having difficulty. It seems like the audio is still having problems. I can't understand the words. I'm sorry.
Okay, wait a bit. Let me write
Yeah,
down.
there's a. I don't know if it's possible if you could type the message somehow or something. I can't hear. There's an audio issue coming through, and the video seems to have frozen again.
So my question is that can you share a moment where where clarity made a powerful difference?
Okay, I just can't understand the audio. I'm sorry. I guess we'll have to do this again. I don't mean to. Uh,
Yeah, I have also sent it you in the chat.
okay, I can hear you better now.
So I said I have sent you that in chat, and that
We're having audio issues. It'd probably be best for probably best if we do this another time. I'm sorry about this. It seems like there's just too many technical issues right now. You're a good girl. Kitty cat, the evilest kitty in the world. Okay, all right. Come on, girl. Dummy. Stupid cat. I can't hear anything. I can hear anything. Can't feel bad about that. Hey, girl. Have some steak. Oh well. I just can't. I'm sorry. I just want to have a normal day.
Okay, so yeah, my question is waiting for. So I'm back now. My question is, can you share a moment where curiosity
It's
made a powerful difference?
I am really having trouble hearing. I am sorry. I can't understand the. If it's possible for you to type the question, I might be able to read it off and or something.
Hear me now.
Yeah, now we can hear. Yeah, and now we're frozen.
So my question with you is, can you share a moment?
Okay, I can share a moment. There was a time in which there were in which we had in which there were a lot of news stories in the background in which it was distracting people from doing their work, and I had to spend some time discussing things and telling people that the underlying news stories and everything like that we can't be discussing politics at work, we can't be discussing our differences, we needed to get together and we needed to do things as a team in order to get things out the door despite our differences. And I was able to persuade people to take the political distractions aside and work with each other as a team because we needed to be a little bit professional because people were getting a little bit heated about a lot of the news stories that were happening. And it took a little bit of an effort, but I got people to agree to leave their politics at home. And then that was a so coming up with that, showing that clarity in the moment made a big difference because I was able to clarify that the issue wasn't politics. The issue was what we were doing now, that we had differences that were getting in the way of doing what we needed to do. So I was able to clarify the situation and get people to start working.
Daily life.
And now I'm still having trouble hearing the audio. The audio is fading out really. It's inaudible for me. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, this is pretty difficult. Hmm.
Okay, so can you hear me now properly?
Yes, I can hear you now properly. Yes.
My question is, what role does joy play in your leadership and daily life?
What role does God play?
No, what
Oh,
role does joy play in your leadership and daily life?
okay. Um, I'm sorry. What was that? What was that last word? What plays in my leadership? What plays in my leadership life? I'm sorry. That one word is not clear. My apologies.
So the last word was
Mm, mm.
wait
Could it be,
is
could
what role does joy play in your leadership and daily life?
okay. Well, my typical my typical daily life, I will normally be cutting through the I would normally be following various routines and cutting through the daily life, trying to uh, oh boy, trying to interact with individuals. My apologies. A question, I can't understand the question, so I'm not sure exactly how to understand it. If there was a okay, let me see. Okay, what role does joy play in my leadership and daily life? Okay, I can read the question now. Okay, what role does joy? Okay, yes, joy, being in the moment is important. And a lot of times when things are going well and when you understand things and when you can share things with individuals, that you will feel joy as a manifestation of that. So joy plays a role in my life in which it gives me motivation to go in and interact with individuals, that you get a rewarding experience and watching them grow. I get joy watching other people grow and watching people do things and also being able to share and understand. Okay, and how do I recharge and enjoy my life? That's the next question. I recharge and enjoy my life by doing some hobbies. Some of the hobbies that I have are a lot different than what I do in my work life. So I like and enjoy photography, and I will go to museums, and I will be taking an awful lot of pictures in the artistic areas. Or and then I will try to share those images online. So a lot of things that I do is that I will visit places, I will find interesting pictures to take, I would take those pictures and then I would share them. And then that's how I enjoy my life. That's how I'm able to that's how I'm able to recharge myself for my daily work. And I believe that answers that question. You can type the next one if you're hearing me.
Okay, so now would you like to give any last advice to our viewers?
Yeah, my advice is that you need to focus on what is important, that you educate yourself and build yourself using a lot of things, read, go from many sources of information and build yourself that way. But don't accept the obvious, don't accept what a lot of people are saying without thinking things through for yourself, because a lot of times a lot of the short-term distractions are short-term distractions. And if you can have a deeper understanding of the world, and you will have a better able to grasp underlying issues and grow that way. That's my last piece of advice. It was and that's what I've got to share. Thank you.